Hi guys, hi beautiful people, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's video is my most anticipated post pageant analysis for this year's Miss World Nigeria. You guys know that we crowned a new queen on Friday night, and today being Sunday, I decided to take out my time to film the post pageant analysis because I have a lot to say in this particular video. Okay, so don't touch that dial, keep on watching. All right, first of all, I'll start with first of all, I'll start with the time frame for this year's pageant. In the letter, is it letter? How would I put it? Like in the invitation note or whatever, it was stated that the time for the pageant is 7 p.m. and that is when the red carpet will start. But I was looking for a red carpet by 7 p.m. I did not see. Silverbird was busy showing me the old pageants. For over 2 hours, we were watching the old pageants, Miss Universe Nigeria 2023. Like, how does that concern 2025? Make it make sense. The organizers of this pageant did not stick to time because I was expecting them to start at least by 8 o'clock if red carpet was 7 p.m. But by 8 o'clock, they're still showing me old pageant. Like, at the time, I just thought that, oh, that means I'm going to miss out on this pageant this year. Like, seriously, what is happening? Later on, I saw the Instagram live. I saw their the show on Instagram live. The account on Instagram, Miss World Nigeria account on Instagram, was showing the pageant on their live Instagram live chat. So that was why I started watching it until I switched back to YouTube, and they were showing it on YouTube, and they started showing it on the Silverbird television. So I felt like this year's pageant, they didn't stick to time at all. The time frame was very, 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 very like, it wasn't. They didn't stick to time at all. Like, seriously, I missed on a lot of things. Like, I've jotted down things here. I missed on the traditional costume. I didn't watch the traditional costume section in this pageant at all. Like, seriously, it was on Instagram. I was seeing, the snippets and the pictures of the contestants in their national costume. I didn't see I did not watch the traditional costume of the contestants. Okay, I missed out on that. So, like, make it make sense. If I miss out on that, other persons will miss out on that as well. So I felt like the time frame, they did not stick to time frame, and also they didn't show it on a dedicated YouTube channel. I was expecting them to have a dedicated channel like Miss World Nigeria YouTube channel, so that at least for those persons that did not watch the beginning part of the show can go back and rewatch the show. But right now they showed it. They did a live stream, so the live stream did not really cover. Like, I don't know how to put it. Like, I tried to go back to watch the show, but it wasn't possible. So if you want to rewatch the show, you can't rewatch the show. I remember in Miss Universe last year, there was a dedicated YouTube channel. So you can go back. In fact, you can still go back and watch the Miss Universe contest last year. But right now, for Miss World, it's not the same. So I think that they should have a dedicated YouTube channel for that. Like, seriously, I don't know why they don't have a channel for that. All right. So number two observation, I would say that the stage was not big enough. Like, even if they are changing venue for this year's pageant, you guys know that they didn't use the Eco hotel and suites as usual. So this was done in a Balmoral event center in the palace, within the Federal Palace Hotel area. Okay, so that was where they held the pageant. But the stage was not it at all. The stage wasn't big enough, even to contain the 22 contestants. Now that they've reduced it to 22 contestants, yet it wasn't just enough for the whole contestants to be on stage. All right, so I think that they need to work on the stage for next year's pageant. The hosts, I don't know. For me, I think that they would have used the previous female host, Victoria Wilson, that they used for Miss Universe last year. She was a better host than this one. I don't know what she did, but the male host, you guys know that he was the former host for Miss Universe Nigeria. So, in fact, well, to me, I don't think the host did a good job. They did not do a good job at all. They didn't do. Both of them did not really do a good job. The whole pageant was chaotic. They came out in the swimsuit. No, they didn't come out in swimsuit. They came out in the sportswear. It was just so chaotic. I didn't like that particular segment, because I felt like, each of the girls came out and they were doing different sporting activities. Like, I don't know, like, make it make sense. Like, why did they do that? I understand that Miss Ward, you have to be athletic because of the sports competition and all, but I think that they would have done that in the pre-judging or in the camp, not on stage, because it doesn't really make sense to me doing that on stage. All right, so the judging format, like I said, it did not change this year. We still had a top 10, and immediately they announced the top 10, they cut out to top 5. Okay, so that was just not it at all. Without any Q&A question, without answering the top 10 Q&A questions. To me, that was very, very wrong. I felt like, if we want to know why you cut down to top 5, interview the girls, let us know, which of them deserve to be in the top 5. But right now, it's still the same judging format, the same old judging format. All right, so for me, yeah, so now to my top, to the awards, yeah, to the awards I was given. I would say that Oyo won the best talent award, which in fact, I was like surprised because I didn't watch the talent show, so I didn't know, what happened. But congratulations to her. Best traditional costume went to Abia State. Her costume was not bad. I think it was called Ifinkili. Very nice national nice traditional costume. It actually, how will I put it, like, she actually depicted it very, very well in her video on Instagram. So I felt like, she deserved to win the traditional best in traditional costume. So Oshun State won Miss Photogenic, and for some reason I was like, how come? How come? Because most of her pictures, she's always made up. Like, I've not really seen her without makeup. Do you understand? In fact, I'm going to that. But for Oshun State to win most photogenic, like, I don't really understand. It should make it make sense, because to me, I think being photogenic has to do with, even if you're not wearing makeup, you should be photogenic. You should be fine in camera. So they should explain to us why they gave Osho State most photogenic. All right, going forward, Miss Amity went to Akwa Ibom and moved to Luhi. Yeah, very well deserved. Then the best in evening wear went to Kogi State. Anyway, to me, that was not the best evening wear. To me, I don't think that was the best evening wear. I had I had what the persons that stood out to me. I'm going to that area. Let me just finish up with the awards that was given. So finally, the head-to-head winner was Oyo State. Yes, and she received a lot of applause from the crowd, from the onlookers, from the audience, and I was like, wow, Oyo State was definitely going to go far in this competition. All right, so that was what I thought, Sha, until we got the shocker. All right, so my own observations based on the evening gown competition. For me, one of the disappointment for me, in fact, the worst disappointment for me was Lucille, because for me personally, I didn't love her white gown. I don't know what you guys think, but for me, I did not like Lucille's white gown. It was a no-no for me. It looks more like a wedding dress. Like, seriously, when you're going for pageants like this, even if you want to wear a ball gown, it shouldn't be white, okay? It should be something, it should be a different color, not white. I don't know why she chose a white ball gown. She would have chosen something different, okay? So to me, that when she came out in that gown, I was disappointed. Like, seriously, I was disappointed. Going forward, Enugu's gown was lovely. I loved Enugu's gown. Like, she was one of the surprise performances for me. Like, seriously, I loved her gown. Shelly's gown was just too busy. Shelly, Miss Imona, you guys know her. Shelly's gown was just too busy for me. I felt like the shawl and all that. I don't know. To me, it was just too busy. Oyo's gown was disappointing. Like, seriously, I preferred her prelims gown to the finals gown. Osho State's gown was very okay. I loved it. Plateau red gown was beautiful and unique. I loved Plateau's gown. Like, seriously, I loved the side design. Like, it was just so unique. The red gown on Stella was very, very unique and beautiful. River State's gown was so divine. I think if I were to choose, I would choose Miss River State's gown. Yeah, it was very beautiful. I loved the gown. I loved it on her. It's not apart from having the best evening wear, you should be able to carry it very well. And she did carry that gown very, very well. All right. So those are my observations in the evening wear. So now we had our top 5. Okay. Immediately they cut the top 10. They moved on to the top 5, and I was like, how did they cut from top 10 to top 5 without the Q&A? You know, Anyway, let's move ahead. Top five, we had Oshu State, Imo, Ebonyi, and oh, sorry. Let me talk about the top 10. Okay, before I move to the top five. I'm not supposed to have jumped. Anyway, top 10, we have Imo State, Abia, Cross River, Oshun, Ebonyi, Abuja, Oyo, Rivers, Lagos, and Delta. And this among this top 10, we had the three the states that were fast tracked. Okay, fast track meaning that they got the highest vote. Okay, so Imo State had was called up as a fast tracked delegate because they had one of the highest votes. Abia State was also fast tracked into the top 10. Cross River State was also fast tracked into the top 10. Okay, so those three states that joined the others in the top 10, they were the candidates that had the highest votes. Okay, so anyway, congratulations to them. So now, the moment you have been waiting for, right? Going into the top five. To me, the top 10, I would say that I was disappointed that Lucille did not make the top 10. Although I wasn't surprised because, like I told you guys, I know that what we were expecting was going to be different from, what was going to happen. Okay, so I told you guys that we should expect the unexpected with Silverbird, and that's what happened. Lucille did not make the top 10, and I wasn't really surprised though, but I felt bad for her. Like I felt that she's putting a lot of effort into this pageant, and she's not getting the recognition. Okay, so it is going to be another Yekachi. Well, time will tell. All right, so the top five, we had Oshu State, Imo State, Ebonyi, Abia, and Abuja. For me, it was a very, very okay top 10. Sorry, top five. Only surprise for me was Abuja because I thought that she didn't put in a lot of effort, while in camp. Okay, so anyway, it was a good top five. So now during the Q and A question, I felt like these questions were more or less like simple questions. And for me, I thought that these top five questions, I don't know. For me, Sha, they were not really, 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 really pageant questions like that. Though some of them were just normal pageant questions, but I felt like they should, you know, change the pattern of the questions that they usually give out, during this Q and A segment. Anyway, for me, the best in Q and A, I would say that it was, the touching Q and A for me. The touching answer for me was Osho State's answer. It was very, very touching. For me, I felt like Imo State did very well. She talked about her pet project. She did very well in the Q and I wasn't really expecting her to place as fourth runner up. Guys, like seriously, I thought she would place higher. But all the same, yeah. So this is the time for final results. Drum rolls. Fourth runner-up was Imo State, third runner-up Ebonyi State, second runner-up Abia State, first runner-up Abuja, and the winner was Osun State, okay, represented by Joy Rahimi Mojisola. So she is going to represent Nigeria in Miss World pageant taking place in India next month, okay. So if I'm to, for me, she deserved the crown though. She worked very hard for the crown, but I don't know. I don't. At this point, like after the pageant, I begin to evaluate, evaluate the winner and all. I feel like she's not Miss World prototype. First and foremost, she has a lot of makeup on. I've not really seen her without makeup. Like she's always on makeup, and the makeup is quite heavy. So if you guys know Miss World is looking for a next door neighbor type of beauty, someone that you can relate to, somebody that doesn't need much makeup to look beautiful. So that's what Miss World is looking for. But I don't think Osho fits into the prototype. Not that notwithstanding the fact that she didn't. I'm not saying she doesn't merit it, but when it comes to prototype, I don't think she fits into Miss World prototype. And given the time that we have, very very short. I wish her all the best too. But at the same time, I felt like um I don't know. I think she should tone down on her makeup. Yeah, she should just tone down on her makeup. That's all I can say on her physical appearance. But in terms of intellect, she's very very intelligent. She's a well-rounded, grounded queen. She was a former Miss Intercontinental Africa, so this is not the first time she's representing Nigeria on international stage. Okay, so I think that going into the Miss World pageant, she already has an a pageant experience, an international pageant experience. I think that will give an edge. But at the same time, anyway, let's see how it goes in the Miss World pageant. I wish her all the best of luck, all right? So that's it for this year's pageant. Like I said, I'm going to host a live stream later today, so you guys should hold on, and at least that live stream will enable you guys to say what's on your mind, okay, or what you think about the pageant. All right. So these are my thoughts on this year's Miss World Nigeria pageant. All right. So if you have a contrary opinion, or if you want to add to what I just or my own pageant analysis, comment down below, and I'll see you all later, probably in another live stream. Yeah, later today. I don't know, maybe today or tomorrow. I'm not. See you all in my next video coming up very soon. Bye.